Hold on. So what we did was we just entered through the escape tunnel. And remember, we're inside here, so I don't know if your audio is going to work. So we are inside an Atlas survival shelter. This particular model we're in right now is the 10 by 36. It's designed for 6 people, and this has all the comforts of any apartment. And one thing underneath each one of these floors is storage. So you can put you have 3 storage underneath the floor. So you can get 55-gallon drums underneath the floor plus all the food. I would say 90% of my clients are just paying cash for the shelter. I don't know their last name, but when a wire transfer shows up to my bank, it's just the amount. It doesn't have a name or anything from it. You've got to keep in mind, the average person who buys a shelter is over 40, and people over 40 have savings.
Right, they're not financing 90%, wow.
It's more like 100%, but I'm being nice. One, they don't want people to know they have the shelter. They're worried about people knowing that they have a shelter. They're worried about one day the government coming. You see, it's actually against federal law to hoard up a certain amount of food. Yet these people are hoarding up 100 times more than what the federal law allows. So in case of a civil catastrophe, technically under martial law, the government has the right to come into your house, take your food, and if they're putting a ban on the weapons, they'll take the guns and the food, and they'll dispense the food amongst the other people. That's just how it is in the United States. So when we sell somebody a shelter, most of the time, almost every time, we don't ask their name. So if your name's Bob and you're from Ohio, we'll actually invoice you as Bob in Ohio, and we'll ship it to the Walmart in your town because we don't actually want your address where the shelter's going. And this is how people want it. They're very afraid of their neighbors knowing that they have a shelter with food and supplies, and they should be. You actually close the door like this, and you lock it down. And then the shelter's airtight. So carbon monoxide, biological or chemical matters will not get through this door because this is a ship's door, and this is gas tight, waterproof, and gas proof. So this door is very important. But yeah, if you've seen it before, yes, you've seen it on ships and in submarines. So we're trying to make it as difficult as possible for the federal government to go back to records and try to find people for in the future. And that's how people think. And it's the federal government. They can find out what they want probably. And I'm trying to help these people get the peace of mind that they want by having the bunker. Otherwise, they feel like, how stupid is it to put a bunker and then let everybody know that they have a bunker, because the first place people are gonna go is to their bunker. Ironically enough, at Atlas Survival Shelters, 55% of the people who are buying shelters are women. And that surprised me. I thought it was going to be almost like 100% men, but no, it's not. It's women are the ones who buy more shelters than men. We do have runs on shelters every now and then. When something happens or a missile crisis, all of a sudden every shelter will sell out in 2 hours. Okay, so it's either feast or famine. That's the nature of the business.